Electrical Measurements and Instrumentation, EEX 3331, Lab 2, Session 2. In this session we have to do the lab for the use of the XY mode of the oscilloscope for electrical measurements. So in this lab, the aim is to use of the XY mode of the oscilloscope to plot characteristic of a system. So in order to that, we have set up a circuit diagram here. You can see, right, in this setup as shown in the figure 2.3 of the lab sheet. You can see here is the inductor part, which you can see as N1 and N2, right? And this is the R1 resistor, and this is the R2 resistor, and this is the capacitor. So as shown in the figure, we have input a signal from this signal generator. We use here the signal generator to input the AC signal, and we have taken the output VR in this point, and output of the capacitor VC from here. That is the capacitance or voltage of the capacitance, right? So in this setup, we have to observe the BH curve from the oscilloscope, right? So for that, we have set up the oscilloscope like this. I think all of you can see. And as mentioned in the lab sheet, we have set up this oscilloscope into the XY mode. I think you can see from here, right? Other than if we change the time division variation into some other value, you can see the channel 1 is the input signal, input AC signal part, and channel 2 is the output of the capacitor, that is VC, right? So once we turned this into XY mode, you can see a curve like this. It's not exactly the BH curve, but it's somehow you can see that there's a difference in the VR and the VC. That is why we can observe a curve like this, right? So in this part, we have to take down the these 2 points in this curve, these 2 points. So we have to take down the values from this point to this point and measure the values as mentioned in the oscilloscope. So and there are some other things that I have to show you. Once we vary the frequencies, you can see the waveform is changing as per the frequency variation, and as well as you can see once I change the amplitude values of the signal generator, that means the input signal, you can see that is how it changed the VH curve. Okay, so you have to take down or consider all these changes, and as well as if we change the time voltage division values in channel 1, you can see that is the BH curve is changing, right? Right. So that's all for the observation part, and in the discussion part you have to
TM එකයි ඒක මේ question එක finalize කරගෙන ඒකයි මම තාම දැම්මේ නැද්ද? ඔව් මම පොතේ ඔක්කොම දාන්න.
you have to take down this observation, and I think it's better if you can pause the video and measure these 2 points, right? So then you can take the values of this curve, right? And also you have to mention in your discussion what are the causes of this type of BH curve, right? You can search in internet, and you can mention what are the causes for those type of variation and changes. Okay, and also you can go through some theories regarding this type of hysteresis loops and BH curves, so you can have better idea about these characteristics. And as well as I think it's better you can do some study about the XY mode of the oscilloscope. Right, I think that's all for the session 2.